just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. Everything I needed. I never thought I'd meet someone like you. You know you are the reason why I feel like I can.
Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. Today's video is jam-packed full of cleaning motivation. We've got deep cleaning inside, we've got deep cleaning outside. As some of you guys know, Freya just had her first birthday. Don't ask me how she is one already because I don't know. Like, I feel like I just had her, but she did just turn 1. And the boys have their birthdays coming up in a few weeks. They have September birthday. So September 21st is Xander's and September 24th is Bjorn's. But we always do a big group birthday party since so many of obviously my kids and then my nieces and nephews are August and September birthdays. And that is coming up next weekend. So I have been busting my butt trying to deep clean as much as I can and get the inside and outside all put together. Here in Wisconsin, it's still pretty hot out. However, the boys haven't been swimming that much. And with people coming over, we want to do an inflatable water slide and a couple other things. So we put the pool down and I'm going to set up a nicer seating area, but I wanted to clean off the patio and get everything looking really, really nice. So if you guys need some deep cleaning motivation and you love seeing transformations of inside and outside, you guys are going to love today's video. So let's get into it.
I'm thinking louder than my brain can take. Have to say something, but words fade away. I want a picture of all of my mistakes posted on the wall.
So I'm trying to move as much off the patio as possible that I can by myself, obviously taking the pool down and everything, moving some of the furniture. The hot tub is a little bit more difficult to move on my own, so that'll be staying. And the grill as well, it just is hard to move by myself, so I'm leaving that there. But then I'm going to go over everything with the power washer. I'm going to hit some areas that are a little more grimy from the pool by itself, but then I am actually using the Zep outdoor cleaner in the power washer to really scrub down the patio. It works really, really well, and that with a stiff bristle brush made this patio look so much better. But obviously, grass clippings come first because those get everywhere. But so I have a question for you guys, because if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you're not, you should. It's a good time over there. But I've been sharing more and more reels, which I have been obsessed with just because I feel like I can show you guys more of my personality and just have a good time with it. And I don't know, I've really been enjoying it. But I shared this one reel basically saying how my husband is my best friend. So if you're my friend, pretty much know if you tell me anything, my husband's going to know about it. It's just the way it is in our family, which has never been like a big thing. Like my friends know it, his friends know it. It's our relationship. But I am curious, like, is it just me or like, do you guys share everything with your husband? Like, Bobby is my best friend. It's like we first met, butterflies, everything. He's he is my everything. I don't know what I would do without my husband. And I'm curious, how many of you tell your husband everything and your friends just kind of know that if they tell you a secret, you will not tell a soul other than your husband. But then he won't tell anyone. It's just between your friend, yourself, and your husband. Is it just me, or do you guys share everything with your husbands as well? And yes, I know I should be wearing shoes when power washing. I get that comment every time I power wash without shoes on. I just don't like wearing shoes. Like, I don't know. I am a weirdo, and if I don't have to wear shoes, I don't. And if I can get away with wearing flip-flops, if I have to wear shoes, that's what I do. So I'm always very careful. I've never hurt myself with the power washer. Obviously, if I ever do one day, I'm going to regret it. But I've never have. So I always just do it this way. So yeah, I do know that you actually should wear shoes. I just don't. I am a rebel. And I am okay with that.
We found love here. Together we will shine, but we know we're running out of time, 'cause we met like strangers in the night. Don't tell me it's over now. You got that something in the way you smile. I see that sparklights in your dark blue eyes, so I can't let you go without telling you this now. I wanna see you again. I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? Oh, we can make it for the world to see, 'cause now I know you'll be a part of me. I wanna share my hopes and dreams with you, but will I ever see you again? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you when I get there? I could travel 1,000 miles just to feel your arms around me. I will give my love to you, but will I see you?
So I did get this rug off of Amazon. I saw it and I was obsessed with it, and it was actually a really good price. So I will have that linked in my Amazon store in my description. I try to link in there as much as I can. So if you guys are ever wondering about something, if I can link it, I try and link it in my description. So I'll make sure to put this in there if I forget, because there's always a chance that I'll forget. Just leave me a comment below and I will fix that right away. But I love this rug. I loved the colors. I loved the size. And once again, with us having the kid's birthday coming up, I wanted to have as much seating on this back patio as possible. We had moved part of this sectional to our front porch when we had the pool up. So I just had the boys, since Bobby was at work, help me pull that around so I could put everything back together and just make a really cozy, nice little seating area. The nice thing about this corner is we get shade fairly early in the afternoon. just with the way the house is sitting and everything. So I love having this closer to the house in the corner. That way when the kids are playing outside and whatnot, I can sit in this sectional or on the chairs, and it's a shaded place because I am white, guys, and I do not tan. I will turn tomato red, but I definitely don't tan. So here we are actually the next day. That patio doesn't look like it took that long because magic of editing, but that was a pretty much all day project between taking the kids to jiu-jitsu and then just taking care of the kids and everything. So this is the next day, and I just wanted to straighten up the kitchen. Like I said, I'm trying to go around and do as many different deep cleaning projects as possible, especially in the areas that people are going to be. We have a big family between Bobby and my side. There's a lot of us, so even when we have parties with just family, it's still a lot of people in the house. So I know there's going to be people inside, there's going to be people outside. Some of the older crowd, like my grandparents and Bobby's grandparents, will most likely stay inside, depending on the weather. If it is too hot or too cold, they'll end up inside. So I want to make sure the inside is really, really clean. I try and make my house smell as little like animals as possible, because as much as I absolutely love Drake and Bailey, like they are my furry children, I don't want my house to smell like them. So we are just going around and doing as much of that as possible. I will be cleaning out my sink later, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But I told you guys I was going to buy some Jaws and try it out for you guys. And I finally got my stuff in the mail, and I have been trying it out. You're going to obviously see my everyday cleaners as well, but I have been trying out the Jaws. I have to say, so it's a give and a take. Do I think they're the best products in the world? No. I think they do their job really well, though. I try a lot of stuff, and I think often people are looking for miracle cleaners, and I've yet to find a miracle cleaner, but they are really nice. The only thing I noticed is the sprayer seems stiff, and I have little hands. So when a sprayer is stiff, it's actually kind of hard on my hands because they're so small, which I know sounds really goofy, but that is the only thing I did notice. But one thing I did really like is the idea of it taking up less space, so decluttering, but still having all your cleaning supplies, I really like. Quickly to this. So I am cleaning out my disposal. I do this once every couple of months where I put all the ice from my ice maker into my sink, run the water on hot on the side, and then turn on the disposal, and it completely cleans out my disposal. You can see all that dirty gunk and stuff that comes up. So if you guys try this, just know, yes, your sink will clog up for a second, but a couple things you have to do. Run the water on hot, but run it on the side of the sink, not directly down the drain, otherwise it won't work. And 2, don't freak out when it starts clogging up. That's pretty normal. Also do your research on your disposal and your sink, because I've had a couple people say that they were told not to do it, but I've never had any issues, and this is how I have always cleaned out my disposal when I want to do like a deep clean. It works really, really well for me, but don't come at me if you didn't read your instructions and then something happens, because I don't know everything.
I think she is something for me. Excuse me, miss, it's my first time here. Maybe you can show me out of here. I think she got something indeed. So please forgive my rudeness if I'm tripping over your time. But you look so amazing, and we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can.
All right, now moving on to cleaning out the faucet. I have to do this every once in a while. I probably should do it more often, but I honestly I don't think about it. But my faucets can get really grimy from the hard water and calcium buildup. So I went in with my steam cleaner, but it honestly was just taking forever. I probably could have gotten it clean just working on it. But one trick I love to do with any of my faucets or shower heads or anything like that is I will take just a bag of vinegar and zip tie it on. And within about 4 to 8 hours, depending on how bad it is, I take it off and it is completely clean. You're going to see the before and after right here. And that always works so, so well. I get a little bit more hesitant on my kitchen sink though, because obviously then you can't use your sink for however long it's soaking there. Oh, here you see now I'm using the Jaws granite. This stuff I actually really liked on my granite. I think it did a really good job. The only other thing I will say is I like more fragranted cleaners, and Jaws seems to be a very mellow fragrance, which is fine. I know a lot of people love that. I personally though like something a little bit stronger, like not gag on me strong, but just a little bit stronger. But after this, I moved on to my stairs. I wanted to refresh them. These always get really, really bad with dog hair and everything. So I'm taking that dollar store powder refresher and sprinkling it all over the stairs. And then I'm going to go in with my fur remover, and I wanted to do it this way. That way, one, I could work the powder into the stairs as I removed the fur, but also get all this fur up and then go in and vacuum and get everything else done. This is always really satisfying to me because there's always so much fur on my stairs. Preferably in our next house, if it is a 2-story, I do not want carpet on my stairs at all because it just collects so much. And I know us as a family, we are always going to have dogs because we absolutely love our little fur babies. But it's definitely a lot of work to keep the house clean. If you're new here, I don't think you've seen the dogs yet in this video, but we have a St. Bernard, so massive hairy dog, and we have a Siberian Husky. So we are also not helping ourselves with our breeds. We obviously like the big, hairy, massive dogs.
Met when the leaves were falling, it felt like home. It was like you could see right through me, but now I'm all alone. I couldn't make you love me, now I know
And here you're going to see one of the main culprits of all the fur, Bailey. There's always a dog, a baby, or someone near me when I am filming. They're normally behind the camera, but we have a soon-to-be 9-year-old, Xander. He's our oldest. He'll be 9 September 21st. Like I mentioned before, they have their birthdays coming up. Bjorn, who is soon-to-be 6 on September 25th. And then Freya, who just turned 1 year old on August 24th. So I always have my hands full between the dogs and the kids and being a work-from-home mom and all those things. But I will be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way. I do not say it enough how much I appreciate you guys for supporting my channel. I used to work 50 hours a week outside of the home. If you're new here, you may not know my story of how I started on YouTube, but my husband in 2018 got deployed overseas for a year-long deployment. And because of childcare, I had to quit my job and stay home, which was fine at the time because when he is deployed, we get paid a little bit extra between housing and hardship pay and different things like that. If you're military, you understand. So we were able to make it work where I could quit my job and stay home with the kids while he was deployed. However, he's National Guard. So when he is home, he has a civilian job and then does military on the weekends. And with that, when he got home, I would have had to start working again, which was more than okay. But I decided while he was gone to stay busy that I would start this YouTube channel. It was honestly just something to keep me busy with him being gone. I was used to being a working mom and being out of the house and all these things, and I didn't have that. So I started YouTube, and by the time he got home from deployment, I was making enough to not go back to work. And that is all thanks to each and every one of you who like and comment and subscribe and just support my channel. So big thanks to all of you guys. I love being a work from home mom. It's a lot of work. It can be stressful sometimes and overwhelming, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So biggest thanks to each and every one of you.
Stepping on your roller coaster, going down, but I never felt this high. Biggest ride of the century. Wanna drop into the ocean, wanna feel like we're the only ones around, but I'm lost, you got me clueless. 'Cause you can reach the sky while I'm stuck here on the ground, and I'm afraid of how it feels when you're not around. And I don't want you, but I can't deny. There's something about you. It took some time to realize.
All right, now moving upstairs to the kids' room. Freya's room has been getting messier and messier lately. The boys are the best big brothers in the world, and they absolutely love playing with their baby sister and are always asking to take her upstairs to play and do all this stuff, which I tell them all the time they are going to be in trouble as she gets older because they are spoiling her rotten. But with that, her room gets a lot more messy since she does come up here and play with her big brothers and everything. But I don't really mind. It's still fairly easy. I try and keep the things with the kids fairly simple. They have the toys and the clothes that they need and not an overabundance. So it's always fairly simple to go in their rooms and tidy them up and clean them up, which is what I love. I've been getting off, this is totally off, like topic what I was just talking about, but I get a lot of questions about this blanket. This was actually a blanket sent by a sweet subscriber, and Freya absolutely loves it. So she made it for her. It's not something that I can link or anything. So I would recommend going to maybe Joann or on Amazon to see if you can find a similar pattern, but that's where I got this blanket. So unfortunately I cannot link it, but Freya does absolutely love this blanket. It's always this blanket or the blanket that my mom or we call her T in this house instead of grandma, made her, crocheted her. So, and then moving on into the boys' room, Freya's unicorn was in their room because, like I said, they come upstairs and play, and between their room and her room, it gets a lot messier when they're up here because stuff ends up everywhere. Freya is at an age where more than playing with toys, she just likes pulling everything out and throwing it everywhere.
'Cause I got the love it takes to pull you down. And I don't want you, but I can't deny. There's something about you, something about you. It took some time to realize there's something about you. And even though I know it breaks me down, 'cause you are way too good for me. Yeah, that I am feeling more the less I try. There's something about you.
All right, and then back downstairs. I feel like there's a lot of up and down the stairs when I am like just typically cleaning. That's not always shown on a video just because of editing and whatnot, but I try and work around Freya's sleep schedule when I am doing stuff. So when I work upstairs, I try to do that when she is up. That way I'm not disturbing her with either cleaning her room or vacuuming or anything like that. And then when she goes to sleep, I will go back downstairs and start working and cleaning on things. Now, a big thing to remember is don't clean like this every single day. No, I do not. I like to pick a couple projects that I can do every single week. And then I get them done during the week, not all in one day. Not all in one sitting. I try and take now sometimes when I'm filming it's different because filming and moving the camera and doing stuff like that, it can take about 3 times the amount of time it would normally take me to clean and film at the same time. But on a typical day when I'm not filming and I'm just cleaning to clean, I try and do about 30-minute spurts, once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and then once right before Bobby gets home from work to keep the house clean. And my thing is always like, I want to have a clean house, but I realize it's not realistic to always have a tidy house. Like, I have small kids. I have school starting up soon with the kids, but they also have extracurriculars like jujitsu and things like that. And I'm not going to worry about harping on them about constantly cleaning up after themselves when I know within 5 minutes they're going to want to play with their toys again. So to have them put it away and then pull it back out and all those things, I just don't worry about it. So I am all about, yes, I want a clean house, but I'm not worried about it always being tidy. All right, so I showed you guys this Fabuloso last week's video, and I have been absolutely loving this, and a lot of people say it is at Target. So my question to you, for everyone that says it's at Target, is does it come in a bigger bottle? Because this is a fairly small bottle, and I'm already almost out of it, and I might have to take that 30-minute drive to Target if I can find it in a larger bottle. So let me know in the comments below if you have a Target near you. Maybe you haven't tried it, but you're willing to check out your local Target for me, because I would love to get this antibacterial Fabuloso, but in a larger bottle. If not, I'll just go back to the dollar store. That's fine too.
'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know I was like super talkative today, and I apologize if you guys aren't a fan of me being so talkative. I don't know. I guess I was in a chit-chatty mood. I love talking with you guys. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. And if you're new here, I would love if you guys would subscribe and follow me over on Instagram. Like I said, I have been loving those reels over there, and I hope you guys have been enjoying them as well. But until next time, bye!